Shirley Reyes, 52 of Taos, passed away unexpectedly on October 5th, 2022. R.I.P. to Shirley Reyes. She was born in 1970. 1970, so she's what, 52 years of age? 52-year-old Shirley Reyes. Shirley Reyes was the life of the party, and each and every day she lived her life to the fullest. She's preceded in death by her parents, Irma Archuleta, Henry Sandoval, Ricardo, Mickey Martinez, and sister Marianne Sandoval. She is survived by her loving and devoted husband, Julio Reyes. I like that they said that she was the life of the party. Now we're actually talking about who she actually was. Let's get a picture of her here. This is from mykeeper.com. We'll just go with the google.com images. Now, Shirley Reyes had got shot and killed. She got shot and killed by a 14-year-old and another 14-year-old and a 15-year-old. So here is Shirley Reyes. R.I.P. to Shirley Reyes. Now let's get into the details of the case. She's right. Seems like a nice, kind person. Didn't deserve it. We should always assume, take the position as the public that foul play happened. She didn't want to get shot at 52 years of age. It wasn't an accident. Somebody didn't just have a gun and it fell over. It was deliberate, it was intentional, and it was probably for what? To rob her? To take something from her because of something she said? Let's get into some of the details. Let's go with yahoo.com here. There's only like 2 articles. Thou shalt not kill. New Mexico, Colorado. You don't seem to know how to behave. You don't seem to have any morals. And since we don't have a culture where we read the law and respect the system, I mean, James Holmes, you had James Holmes killed about 10 to 20 people in the movie theater. He's still alive today. Danny Sanchez isn't afraid of the system. Nor are the 20 people, there's 24 people that was killed in Pueblo, and there's like 40-something, 50-something people that's killed in Albuquerque. So that's 70 capital executions. The state can't even do that. So not even hardened criminals are afraid of the state or the system. October 7th, 3 Taos teenagers have been arrested this week in a connection with the Wednesday morning shooting death of Shirley Reyes, 52, in the battery of her 19-year-old son who suffered a gunshot wound at the family's home in Taos. Interesting. So we're assuming the 19-year-old lived, got shot, but lived. Took on 3 teenagers? Damn. Javier Romero, Javier, Javier, Javier Romero, 16, Elijah Hamilton, 14, and Ricky Fresquez, 14, are charged with first-degree murder. According to the New Mexico State Police, the agency said in a news release issued Friday, the trio also are charged with aggravated burglary with a deadly weapon, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. According to the petitions filed for each of the suspects in state district court in Taos County. Taos County, what the fuck? The teens are accused of entering Reyes' residence with the intent to rob the home. So they didn't even know her. They just were going to steal from her. The petitions also state each of the teenagers have been charged with conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. State Police Lieutenant Mark Soriano said the agency's investigations bureau did not provide any possible motives for the shooting. He added Friday's news release was compiled from information in the suspect's arrest warrants. Thieves, right? A bunch of raping thieves, a bunch of fucking Russian motherfuckers, right? This is like Putin's people, which he said it may not be public record due to their ages. They think they could just invade and take their fucking next door neighbor. The shit, a bunch of fucking hordes of fucking raping and robbing, thieving motherfucking violent criminal fucks are going from door to door. You have to stand up for Ukraine. You have to defend Ukraine. You have to defend the victims. You have to defend the innocent people that didn't do shit. Taos resident Claudia Gutierrez told the Taos News earlier this week the slain woman was her mother and the injured man's her brother, Alejandro Reyes. The fatal shooting came nearly a week after the state police arrested 31-year-old Jeremiah Rail on suspicion of killing his girlfriend, Brandy Davis. What the hell is this about? Outside the home they shared in Talpa, a neighbor's grandchildren found Davis lying in the yard September 29th. Police responded to the neighbor's call, found Davis had a gunshot wound to the head, according to an affidavit for an arrest warrant charging Rail with first-degree murder. So we're going to have to take a look at that. Who is this Jeremiah Rail? And there's a Ted Rail in Costilla County, Colorado. And he said, ain't nobody going to protect you. I think I read about him in the Taylor Ranch War. Ain't nobody going to protect me. Well, why not? I'm being lawful. I'm following all your rules. So we'll check out RIP to Brandy Davis, RIP to Shirley Reyes. Apparently 52-year-old Shirley Reyes just got it because she had a little bit of money. They were going to take a potted plant and a couple of her, take her George Foreman grill, and they were going to take maybe a toaster. Who knows how much stuff they were going to, it was an easy lick, right? So, but then shit went fucking south quick, didn't it? I mean, apparently wasn't that easy of a lick. October 7th. Fucking, I can't stand mother. Why don't you get a job, you fucking. Three teens accused in Taos homicide. 14, 16. I wonder if they knew what they were doing. Oh no, I wonder if they knew what they were doing. They should be charged as adults. 3 Taos. Every time we would go on a field trip, like go to Frankfurt or something, they would tell us to put, to be on our best behavior, but they would also tell us that we represented the county we came from. So, Javier Romero, Elijah Hamilton, and Ricky Fresquez is representing, is this Taos? 3 Taos area. Yeah, there you go. What the fuck is going on in Taos? Charged with first-degree murder in a shooting early Wednesday. Killed a 52-year-old woman. Mark Soriano. Let's see. Didn't provide any. This looks like the same article. No motive was provided, but probably stealing, right? Just a bunch of fucking pieces of shit wanting to do pieces of shit things. A bunch of fucking little Xanus and the Sodomites. Just like little Xanus and the fucking Sodomites. We've been going through it with animosity for a while now. The cops knew about it, she said. The cops fucking knew about it? That there was a history of violence at the home? Prevention starts now, before somebody dies. They need to listen to people and not make assumptions. The fatal shooting came nearly a week after state police arrested 31-year-old Jeremiah Rail on suspicion of killing his girlfriend Brandy Davis outside their home in Talpa. Neighbors' grandchildren found Davis lying in the yard September 29th. Police responded to the neighbor's call, found Davis had a gunshot wound to the head. According to an affidavit for an arrest warrant charging Rail with first-degree murder, state police arrived at Reyes La Luz Drive residence Wednesday at the request of the Taos Police Department. Officers found Reyes dead inside her home, according to the news release. Reyes' son, who was injured by gunshots, went to the neighbor's house around 5 a.m. to ask for help, the news release said. The neighbor reported the shooting to police. Alejandro Reyes, who is not named in the news release, identified Romero and Hamilton as suspects in his mother's death, according to the state police. The agency learned of Fresquez's alleged involvement during the investigation. Alejandro Reyes was taken to a local hospital. State police said his injuries and current condition are not known. Hamilton's parents took him to the state police offices in Taos on Wednesday morning. Police located Romero that afternoon, but Fresquez was not apprehended until 12:30 a.m. Friday when a family member took him to the station. Soriano said Fresquez was booked into the San Juan County Juvenile Services Center, while the other two teens were booked into the Lea County Juvenile Detention Center. Well, that family member fucking loved. He loved that person. I'm going to take you to the station. Why? Because you're not going to go out in a blaze of glory. Nah, this isn't going to go to the final chapter of Grand Theft Auto. In some respects, Grand Theft Auto is a good teaching device. So, yeah, you go around and commit all the crimes, but you have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, badges. Once it gets to 5 badges, well, that's it. I mean, you did too many crimes. They're going to call the helicopters. All of society is going to stop until you are shot down. And that's a good lesson. You're going to go commit a bunch of fucking crimes. You're going to go commit a bunch of crimes. Society isn't going to put up with it. Eventually. After 5 years, who knows? But, R.I.P. And I got to check out this Brandy Davis story.